All right. I've already told you guys that I'm literally doing this thing step by step. I am literally going where I am led. I am not doing anything planned. Um so I was talking to a dear friend this morning, and we were discussing our future plans, our goals. You know, she's someone who I had been taking one of my energy healing classes with. And I was excited to talk to her because we were talking about how I got my passport and how I am going to be traveling. You know, my plans are to travel the world and help people everywhere I go. Everywhere I travel, I'm going to be helping people. Those are my plans. So, when I was talking to her, again, we talked about some things that she and I had in common, and um, I she's the one who, like, during one of my healings that I received, she's one of the ones who, you know, performed a healing on me and a reading on me. Excuse me. So when she did this reading, it revealed that I am supposed to tell the world who I am, and I am supposed to get on my soapbox. And she reiterated that again today when we were talking. And I got goosebumps because I'm like, oh, okay, I know that I'm supposed to be getting on YouTube more often. I had also received a message just recently that I'm supposed to be getting on YouTube way more often. And I am supposed to be doing a lot of writing. I'm doing a lot of writing about my story. So I'm putting it all down in writing, all of my experiences, right? All right. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get on YouTube, but what am I going to talk about? So I did a whole video and I didn't like it. And it was like 18 minutes and 22 seconds long. And the reason I noticed it is because the 22, and I'm like, oh, there's my 22 again. There's one of those angel numbers. So excited about that. Anyhow, I didn't like the video, so I didn't upload it. I did not upload the video. And FYI, when you watch my video, it doesn't show me who's on here watching. So I can't see who's watching unless I unless you do any comments. And of course, I don't even know always how to turn those features on. Anyhow, let's see. Okay, so when I didn't like the video and I'm just kind of like sitting around, even though I got dressed, that was another one of my messages. Another one of my messages, hi, Cynthia. Hi. Another one of my messages was, stay camera ready so you can be ready at the drop of a hat to get on YouTube and tell whatever story you need to tell. In other words, I'm having a feeling that what I'm writing, the stories that I am documenting are not only going to go down in writing in a book, but they're also going to be like a videographer, what do you call it? Like a video blog, vlog. Is that right? Vlog, something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to figure out, not that I'm going to necessarily be on YouTube every day, but at least I know that when the spirit hits me, when I receive a download, or if I feel like it's time, if I'm inspired that I need to get on here, and usually there's something that happens. Usually it all happens in the middle of the night, because in the middle of the night it's really quiet. You can have the best time for prayer and meditation. So I do a lot of posting in the middle of the night, but I just keep it to my social networks, the other social media. like Instagram and Facebook. So anyway, I got a comment on one of my videos from a young lady who also did a video similar to mine, and she was talking about, leaving the religion, and her parents are still in the religion, and she was just talking about, her journey and how it's painful for her. It's painful for a lot of people. I've been watching a few videos, not a lot, because I'm not at that stage where it's like, there are some people who left because of a lot of things that have happened to them, and things that they didn't necessarily agree with, and they had like a really tough time with that. I'm going to say my experience is, and I know a lot of people are wondering, I know a lot of people are probably asking themselves, why did she really do it? When did she decide? What was the determining factor? All of those kinds of questions, right? So here I am clearing energy, like energy is coming up. I'm not going to say I had one particular moment that like woke me up or anything like that. It's not like that. It's a combination of things over my entire life. And I don't like I've okay. So, I don't want to bash anybody, because you there's this way that they look at people if you talk against them. They look at you crazy if you talk against them, and they talk about you really bad. And you are now the villain. You are a wicked demon. I am probably a witch in their eyes. I've been called a few things. Hi, Eat to Live Strong. How are you? And so I don't want to be labeled any particular way, especially not apostate. If I had sound effects, like I would put all kinds of sound effects in this video right now. So they look at you crazy if you talk against them. And I have to admit that there are a lot of things that I didn't notice while I was still practicing. Good to see you too. Thank you so much for coming over. I'm just kind of like trying to help some of my subscribers and people who still watch me from, my religion, to understand, or provide some answers or whatever. And then others, like the real reason I feel like I'm called to do this video is because of people like me who have decided to, for whatever reason, leave the religion, and they need comfort. And I'm just here to say that, there's life after Jehovah's Witnesses. There is life after Jehovah's Witnesses. And I feel sorry for those who feel that their life is going to be cut short abruptly, or they're not going to make it past the end of this system of things. Hi, Uno. Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you here live. But people think that, like, that's what we were taught. And once you are on the outside, you realize that it's actually not anything like what you thought or what you were taught to believe. Especially once you have your own set of convictions. It's nothing like it at all. There's life out here, and I foresee a lot of things happening. I know that eventually I feel that I'm going to be talking to a lot of my loved ones again. And, You know, now I'm going to be honest. I know a lot of this is really no laughing matter because there are a lot of people who are so like deathly afraid. And I've mentioned it before that they go to the extreme decision of feeling that there's no other way out because they can't handle being shunned by their families and by everyone that they've ever known. And that part is very serious. And my heart goes out to those because I know a couple friends of mine who have lost a lot of friends. You're so sweet. Thank you. And thank you, Uno. Uno, you're the exact same way. And I just want you to know that I really appreciate all of your support and comments and the love. Like it truly builds me up. Like it's part of the fuel that keeps positivity running amongst positive people. So thank you for that. I love that. And that's why I'm doing this video, because I want people to know that you can learn the things that will keep you positive after you've made a decision like that. And you don't need to take your own life because of the thought that this is the end and there's no other way out. Especially after you've been shunned by your family and everyone you've ever known or grew up with, or, you know, even if you didn't grow up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but it's something that happened later on in your life and you've gained some friends and, you know what I mean? Like, there are other people out here who are still putting faith in the Creator and God and whomever you subscribe to, and they're doing quite well. Very well. Thank you, Uno. Oh, wow. Me too. Me too. That's really sweet, Uno. See, that's the goal, for us to all be better persons. And we can all make that decision. Like, it's a decision to be made. So when you decide that Jehovah's Witnesses' way of foreseeing the future is the only way, then now you're locked in into something that makes you feel like you have no hope, or that it's negative for you to leave, because if you leave, that's the end of your life and the end of your salvation. But like I said, on the outside looking in, I can see some things now that are helping me to understand, you know, why it's nothing to be feared at all for making this decision. Of course, I would not have ever disassociated myself if I didn't feel comfortable with my decision in the first place. But again, all of that is for another time, another video, to really truly explain my beliefs and why I felt brave enough to do it. But I want people to know that life is no different than when I was practicing. Life is no different. The only difference is that I don't have the association of all of them in my... Hi, Simone! Long time no see. It's so sweet to have you here. I just love having you guys here. You guys make me feel so good. You guys really make me feel really good. All of you. Each and every one of you. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are so important to me. Oh, God. And like, that's the other thing. Never take people for granted. Don't take people for granted. Don't take good things for granted. Don't take any blessings for granted. This is what led me out here, you guys. The fact that I don't take anything for granted. I've always been grateful. I've always been gracious. And those are the things that have always made me close to God. Those are the things that made me close to God. Those are the things that made my faith completely and utterly strong. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. You do too. All of you guys rock. You have no idea. You guys have no idea. I hope that you guys can feel my energy right now because the love is like completely at a high frequency right now. Oh my gosh. And because I have been like put on this path, I've been put on this path. And I've been put on this path at an early age and never knew. So, but like, I just started noticing a lot of things, you know, like I remember getting to the point where I almost got embarrassed to tell people that I was grateful for every little thing that I kept saying I was grateful for. Because every time I looked up, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am. And I'm like, I know they're probably sick of me and they probably think that I say it so much that, you know, as if I'm really not meaning it, that I wasn't being meaningful. But that's how deeply appreciative I was. And then when I started learning more and more about like the laws of attraction and how when you have those type of qualities, you attract those things and you attract more abundance in your life for the things that you display in your life. So maybe I need to display more money. I know all things will come in time, but it's amazing how I'm surrounded by love, you guys. You know? Like, that's amazing. I have so many things that I need to document. Another video I need to put down and put out is going to help a lot of people eventually when I get on that subject about relationships and about my 23-year marriage. Like, that's going to shock a lot of people. The separation, the pending divorce, the being like co-parenting in peace and actually happiness. Like there's life outside of what we are taught our rules are inside of that religion. There's life outside of all of that, you guys. And I can't wait to get into all those details even more. But you know, there's the one young lady, I noticed that she's having a really hard time, you know, because of her separation anxiety from her family, and a lot of people are having that. And my situation, I guess my situation is a lot different because both of my parents have passed away. And don't get me wrong, so sweet, thanks Uno. Don't get me wrong, I love and miss and adore my brothers and my aunt and my grandmother and the rest of my extended family. I love and adore them, you know. I said, brought up to love everyone and stay positive because we're stronger and powerful, you know. And that's eat to live strong. That's what I'm living now. Like I'm finally seeing it. I didn't know that. I was raised as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. When I was born, my parents got baptized. So all of my years, that's all I've ever known. And I'm seeing that what you just said is 100% factual in my life. It's 100% factual in my life. But like the hard part for some people is that they don't know it, they don't see it, and all they know is that the other thing is a fact. That's how they look at it. And because it's supposed to be a hard, fast fact and there is no deviating from it, you know, in their, I'm going to call it, I'm going to go out there and call it an opinion. And everybody is entitled to their views and to their opinions, you know. And I don't blame anybody for what they choose. They can choose what they want because I have chosen what I want. We all have free will. And I have so much wiggle room. And the wiggle room that I have is not for me. I'm not like out there just like wilding out. I know people are like, oh, she couldn't wait to get out and do this and that. And I'm not out there wilding out. I'm not living a wild lifestyle. my lifestyle is very quiet. Most people don't even know where I live. I don't talk about it that much because of like my other social media, where you end up having a whole lot of friends. It's definitely best to be kind, positive, majority of the time. Yes, paying it forward. Yes, yes, yes. Uno, I love that. Uno, do you know that's what I live for? That's my new religion, if you want to call it a religion. That's my new religion, basically. Like paying it forward. It was so funny. I looked up at the time and it said 20 minutes and 22 seconds when I said that. um, that's what I live for now. It's paying it forward and showing other people love, knowing that when you spread it, it's contagious and then they become contagious. Positivity is contagious and it's healthy. It's very healthy, and like there's I feel great. I feel great. I don't I don't necessarily I'm not the type of person who hangs out and just meets new friends and all meet new friends and all that like I used to be when I was younger. I still meet new friends, but it's more so online at a distance because it's like, I don't know. I'm afraid of what could, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. People are crazy these days. They might think I'm crazy. Not like that, but um, I don't know. I just know that these days things are different. Life is not the same. I know some funny. So I haven't really gotten to the point where I am like a social butterfly where I live. I've kept that under wraps. And so it helps me to focus more on my businesses and itself. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Uno. Yes. It helped me to focus more on my businesses and more importantly, on the boys. Me and the boys. I have two children. And it helped me to really focus on them and not be, so worried about my social life at the moment. That time will come. It'll come. And things are definitely getting better, Life is really looking up, guys. So all I can say is, and you can see it when you look at me, I'm not over here suffering, in life. You said, oh, Natasha, guess what? That's another thing I wanted to mention, Uno. You guys, I was looking at my analytics on YouTube Studio, the app, the Creator Studio. My viewers are aged 18 to 35, the majority of them. 33% is 18 through 20 something, and then 20 something to 35 is another 33%. And then the rest are like older and younger. I was like, what? I got viewers 18 to 35. That's funny. But so, obviously they're interested in the things that I'm talking about, and I need to, keep putting out content that is relatable to everybody. And it amazes me that I have viewers from that age range. I thought that my viewers were more so my age range, but I'm very, very grateful. There I go again, grateful. I am though. I'm really happy that I am relatable to people, you know? Gosh. But if if I'm being honest, I love my life. I wouldn't change it for the world. The young generation, you said they need inspiration. Funny. I'm so glad that I could inspire them like that. This is my This is my dream. It's my dream to inspire people, you know, and to make people happy. Um, why shouldn't everybody be able to feel you know, good feelings, good qualities, good feelings, blessings from above? Why shouldn't everybody have access to that? So I'm going to be careful about how I word this because I'm not a basher, but everybody has access to the creator, not just one group. We're all human. We're all human, and we all deserve it. It's our human right. And that's something that I just kind of, I don't know, like eventually after so many years, I started to notice like, wow, everybody has 10 fingers, 10 toes, red blood, and we all have the sun rise upon us and set on us, and we all receive rain and vegetation and air and water, and no one is denied any of that, nor are they denied the love that they have from above, from our creator. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. I just want people to know that if they have any questions, you go. And green blood, 11 and green blood. 11 is a good number. I am so impartial. So funny, Uno. But yeah, guys, like, I don't know, like, I haven't stopped receiving blessings. I haven't stopped receiving blessings. He's so funny, Uno. um, what was scary about leaving is the fact that they anticipate that you're going to be out in the cold and your life is going to look a certain way. I'm not out in the cold, and my life does not look as if I am, you know, in a bad way. Things are great. My kids are happy. Like my career is moving the way it should for everything that I've invested in. And who gets to do all this during a pandemic? All of the classes, all of the traveling. Who gets to do all of that during a pandemic other than someone who is richly blessed? You know? And to be able to help people by spreading that, positivity and love, like that's where I want to be. I don't want to be anywhere else. I love the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm learning about myself, the things that I'm learning about my own convictions that I've had that made me question things throughout my life and my religion. Being able to share that with people. And if there are people out there who need to reach out to me. There are ways to reach out to me. If you want to reach me, you can reach me at my email address, info@JulyWellness.com. But you can always comment on here and we can figure out a way to get in contact. Because if you're going through things and it's bad, please don't go through it alone. You're so sweet, Uno. And it's fine because I'm like you too, Uno. I'm that way too, and I'm forever grateful for you even just being here, showing your support. It really means a lot, for real. Like, I can tell when people are noticing what I'm doing, but some of them are quiet about it. So when I do get support, it really means a lot. And I do know that it's hard for some people to speak up and they can't support the way that they want to because of restrictions in their lives or even just self-imposed restrictions. Some people just aren't comfortable yet. And some people may not be comfortable with some things about, I don't know, they just might not really feel warmed up to saying anything, and that's okay. I don't mind. I'm not one of those people who are always like ranting about haters and stuff like that. Like I don't that's not my cup of tea. When people want to speak up, when you want to speak up, when you're ready, I'm here. And I just like to keep things upbeat. It's what gets me through the times that I do have when, I have like little problems that I need to work through, or, if my mood isn't the best 1 minute, these are things that you don't always have like the world to lean on. But thank goodness I have some really good people in my corner that I've met through my classes and, a few old friends who I managed to salvage despite leaving the religion. And I have to say, I'm very grateful to the boy's dad because we have really been able to. Oh, wow. Is it 2:22? Oh, 5:55. My clock looks like it says 2:22 from the backwards camera, but it's 5:55. Um, so it's funny how I'm about to say that at that time. You said spiritual bondage is crazy. Been there, you've done that. Got the T-shirt. The T-shirt. I hear you, Simone. Um, but it's a beautiful thing when you can support each other, and when you don't have to be at odds just because a marriage didn't work out. You know what I mean? And still being able to do like the things that you have to do for the children moving forward and supporting one another. Like I love that. I love that. I love when people can be mature adults, and that's what I want to keep attracting in my life. Like that's a beautiful thing. So for me, I personally, despite all of the, you know, despite the odds, I am I'm not missing it. I feel bad for saying it almost. I feel bad for saying it almost. And again, I don't have one of those videos for you like some of the other videos that are titled similar to this one. I have stories and stuff, but like I don't feel that I need to publicize it yet. But at the same time, that's probably why I've been told to get on my soapbox. Actually, I guess people need to hear it. And I'm not going to lie. When I listen to some of their videos, it does help me with being confident about the decision that I made. Because when I see their, evidence and all that, and I'm just like, yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about. I can relate, but I love my family who's still in there, so I don't talk bad out of respect for them and everything. Ooh, wow. Oh, I love what Simone just said. She said leaving was her best decision. So much peace. I'm trying not to like gloat too much. Because if my friends like, man, I know they like, she just out there living her best life, huh? And there's a song that they have called, what is it? Best Life Ever? Yeah, I did feel like that. I used to feel that way. But I'm living my best life, you know? And I don't feel guilty. It almost feels like a sin, like they want you to believe. It almost feels like a sin to be living my best life. I haven't been this happy. I don't remember really being this excited, you know? I will say that I'm going to miss some of the ones who I was so close to, and I had a chance to have the blessing and the honor and the privilege to be called their best friend because of, you know, being able to be there for them. And it hurts that I can't be there for them anymore when they feel like they really didn't have anybody else. Even though, you know, in the organization and at the meetings and all that, they were surrounded by people, but they really didn't feel like they had someone who was like really there for them. That part hurts. And oh, I was saying I love my brothers and their families deeply. I love them so much. But if they come around, it is contagious, Uno. It is. I love that though. I love that. And that's why I really enjoy you and your support and your comments, because we reflect each other, you know? It's a reflection. And I'm so grateful for that. You have no idea how much I love that. So, the young lady who commented on my video, and I did comment on your video, if you need me, I'm here. And I just want you to know that I love you and you did a brave thing, and wishing the best for you and your children. And I hope that you and your mom, you know, get a chance to reestablish your relationship. So I'm sorry that you went through the things that you did. Send in love. As always, sending love to all of you guys. I love you. I love my subscribers, my friends, my true, you know, supporters, you guys, all of you, everybody. So thank you for that. And I hope that you all are really enjoying your weekend. And I will be seeing you in the next video, I guess. You guys take care. Now I got to find out how to end it. Oh, I